The new ultimate status symbol isn't a handbag, it isn't a luxury car, and it's not your follower count. We're going to get into it on this episode. Grab your coffee and let's get into it.
Get into it.
I like this trend.
Me too.
I like this trend. A few months ago, we talked about a TikTok trend of skinny talk. That one I didn't like. This one was another one that came to me on TikTok. And it was the new ultimate status symbol is not material things now because those seem to be easier to come by these days. You know, people are making more money or a lot of influencers make money. So they can easily have the things. So those no longer hold as much value. But what does hold some value are things that aren't as easy to achieve. It's your physique.
Physique does the talking.
Yeah.
Because you put in the work. That's why I say it's respectable. When you see other people in the wild, another fit couple, you're like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I see you. Funny how we, like, our energies will cross. We'll look at each other.
Yeah, because it's so unusual.
It is. It's rare. And it's not, and not just with people in our age group. It's rare to see couples in their 30s.
Yeah.
Fit. Put together. It's like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah. And so, yeah. And, you know, I've personally, maybe I could be wrong. You tell me. Up until now, maybe this is going to change things, but I don't feel like a fit body has ever been trending. You know how like the skinny talk, trending, the big BBL booty, trending, has a fitness physique ever been mainstream trending?
That's a good question. The only thing I could say that I could compare that to would be the 90s. For men, not for, I'm speaking for men, was that jacked bodybuilder, burly, buff look because of the bodybuilding. The golden era is like they like to call in the 90s.
Yeah.
That
So for men, maybe.
That was for us. So I'll tell you a little story. And it felt good. I mean, keep it real. Felt good going out as a dude, 21, 22 years old, going out with my boys. Because it'd be me, my boy Mauricio, my boy Big Mike, and maybe one other dude or so. We'd walk in the club, and we would walk in there. We'd walk in there like we owned it, straight up, like we arrived. You know, it was a good feeling. Like we arrived, and all eyes would be on us because we'd come in there like cocky, arrogant, but just boom. The bouncers knew us. They were friends of ours. They respected us because they knew we put in the work. They knew how strong we were, and it felt good. To be honest with you, you couldn't buy that feeling. Felt good knowing like we arrived. We're in here now. You know what I'm saying? It was good at that age, at that young age, and you got a lot of respect. Respect was huge back then because you don't see guys. You know, my crew were like 220 and up, just big dudes, and that was a good feeling. You know, and now, fast forward to today, you don't have to be that big, but if you're put together, fit and lean, or a guy my age at 50 years old has shredded abs, it's like boom, or a woman like your age has a body like you wearing a two-piece bikini and lean and trim. It's like, that's rare. So it's respectable.
Yeah, and I feel like it's still an anomaly, but you see it more.
Yeah.
It's an anomaly, yes, and still few and far between, but it's not impossible now to see a 60-year-old woman looking fit and shredded and cute and hip, and it's not like impossible now, you know, but it is still not common. It's like it's not a common thing. You know, you stand out when you're, it's the fit physique that not just thin, because so many people can be thin.
Not skinny and thin. That's not fit.
Right.
Don't get the two confused. Thin is not the same as.
Right.
I look at thin people like they're kind of frail, if I'm being honest with you. That's my opinion of them. They look weak, not a lot of muscle, probably bones aren't the strongest. Fit is different. Fit has muscle. They look strong.
And let me also point out, it's not even just the aesthetics, because the fit physique you exude with the fit physique a different energy with that physique.
Big time.
The frail, weak, sickly, maybe like if you're thin for other reasons, maybe you're ill or whatever, you know, that has an energy to it too. That's not a good energy.
Yes.
A strong physique, where you stand up tall, you usually have good posture, you just have a different energy.
You walk different, shoulders up, chest out. You know, you just have a different look. Even women have that look, the energy. It's a different kind of confidence. You see it in the gym, confident, like they're not afraid. They don't have gym phobia. They're not intimidated, and they're putting in the work. I respect that.
Yeah, because it used to be in the day, the women there. Didn't they even try to do it in certain gyms, like have a women's weight room and a men's weight, like segregate
They
it?
did at one point. I did. I worked for that gym. It's called Fitness USA.
Oh, really?
It was really known. They were like a step or two below 24-hour fitness. They're called Fitness USA. They were known for that. They're the women's side and men's side. But their thing was they weren't looking for the jack people or nothing like that, the
Yeah.
bodybuilder S type.
Like Planet Fitness is like that.
They're like the Planet Fitness of back then. And they would put people, and I remember, you'd put them through circuits. Do this machine, this machine, this machine, this
Terrible.
machine. That's how people trained at that
Yeah.
gym. And
Yeah.
I was like, this is kind of a shitty way of training.
Yeah.
My buddy convinced me to work for them. I didn't like it. They were very salesy.
Yeah.
They were like trying to like, you're a trainer, but not really. You're there to kind of put people through workouts, but you're rather to sell memberships.
Yeah.
It's all about memberships. I don't even think they exist no more. But they're called
I don't
Fitness
think
USA.
so.
It was janky. And they had a women's side too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I think along with the fit body comes an energy, and it's just a feeling. You can't even like describe it really. But we were talking a few episodes back about Vita Bella, the new company that we're going through for peptides and HRT. And I understood completely when we were talking to the owner, how he was talking about his transformation. Like he went through a period of time where he lost himself. He was overweight, gained weight, and
Got
he
up
decided
there.
to get his health back in order. And he ended up getting on some peptides and got his workout and nutrition on point. And he is super fit now, and just the energy is undeniable. And he even said it like this feeling, like when you walk into a room, you step out of your car and you just feel your best. You know you're putting your best foot forward. Like you can't bottle that feeling.
No.
Like I wish they could sell a peptide for that feeling.
He was actually trying to sell us the feeling.
Yeah.
But like, brother, I know.
Yeah.
I'm older than you. I know exactly what it feels like. I know what it feels like to step into a room, to a gym, anywhere I walk. I know
Yeah.
that energy. I know that feeling. It feels fucking good.
Yeah.
Because I heard somebody say something that stuck with me. And then I asked my wife, for like, teach me macros. Because I want to see what level that I haven't achieved yet. Even when Matt took me to a certain level, but I plateaued at that level. I want to go to a different level this time around. With being able to eat the foods that I love, flexible
Yeah,
dining,
that's what
which
we
is the
just
best.
did too with the
Yeah.
cut, with the build and the cut.
Yeah,
I
you
did
showed
the
everybody.
entire cut, eating foods I love, flexibility. But it is that feeling though when you go to finally like put on a bathing suit and you're going to spend time at the pool and you realize like, oh my God, I've never felt this comfortable at the pool before. I feel so good. Like this was so worth it. It was worth it. Like this is such a great feeling, you
Right.
know? And like you can't put a price on it. And it
No.
is a status symbol because you can't just get it. You have to work for it.
And let's be honest, let's call it what it is. How many women did you see at the pool, and much younger than you, look uncomfortable at the pool? They adjust themselves or they put a towel around their waist.
I want to talk to the woman who feels like her metabolism has completely changed after 40. If you feel like you are eating less, moving more, and the scale still will not budge, you are not crazy and you are not broken. Your body has changed. Your hormones have shifted and you need a different strategy. This is not a crash diet. It is not cutting carbs. It is not starving yourself. Inside this challenge, I teach you how to increase protein correctly, strength train strategically, stabilize calories instead of slashing them, reset your metabolism so fat loss actually works again. If you are tired of guessing and ready for a structured plan built specifically for women in midlife, this is for you. Let's get your body responding again. I mean, yeah, I've been those too. I've been there, so I get it.
I know.
So I can spot it easily because I get it.
Of course.
It's like, oh, they don't want to get up and walk by right now because then you're going to see them walking away. I mean, I was that person. I was like, oh, shit. I used to try to figure out, how am I going to do this? How am I
I'm
going
gonna
to
go to the
get up?
bathroom real quick.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
That's crazy.
And I would
It's
wear,
sad.
and I wore board shorts. I did not just wear my bikini bottoms. I always wore shorts, board shorts, the ones that could go in the water. I would never take off my shorts. And I was skinny, but I wasn't happy with my physique. With my legs, my butt. I just didn't like it. Cellulite, covered it up. And also my stomach, like my stomach area, I wanted to cover it up. I mean, I was thin. I wouldn't say skinny. I was skinny fat. I was out of shape. You know, I haven't figured out the
How about when you're overweight? Did you go to the pool at all, or you definitely avoided it?
hell to the no. I never put on a bathing suit when I was over 200 pounds. Probably the heaviest I was in a bathing suit, maybe like maybe like 150. And I remember the bathing suit too. It was a one piece. It was floral.
Floral.
It was
Floral bathing suits.
It was all floral.
Did you have a little?
I didn't have the skirt. No,
little-
but I wore board shorts. And it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. I did get some. I remember buying a lot of bathing suits and just never ending up wearing them. I would always just not. I didn't. It was my least favorite thing to try to. I didn't want to do anything that required swimwear. But I remember buying my bathing suits on Newport News. It was a catalog called Newport News. It was more womanly. That's what they called it back then. Womanly was a little, little bigger, more modest.
Yeah.
Bathing suits, and I hated it. They always looked so cute on the magazine, and then you get them home and you're just like, ugh. And then for a while I was really into Victoria's Secret swimwear, but I would always get it and then I was just not happy with and it was just such a bummer. And I thought, man, maybe I'll just never be comfortable in the bathing suit. Honestly, I feel more comfortable now than probably ever. Even when I was competing and everything.
Really?
Like now. I think it's just my confidence level not that I have a better physique necessarily than when I was competing, but it's because I'm 50 and can wear this bikini. It's kind of more of that. It's kind of like I'm 50. When I'm 35, I should be able to wear that.
That's more of a flex right there,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah, you're right.
And that's what I mean by status symbol.
I'm the same way. Like, yeah, I might not be like super, all of it gone, like where I want it, but I'm close. I'm right there, but I'm also a 51-year-old man.
Yeah, right. So to me, I'm like, okay, at 35, when I achieved that, I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm like, I should be able to here. This is my prime, right? And then, so it didn't feel as like a feat, even though it did. It was amazing. I still can remember that feeling, going to those pool parties and just feeling good.
Yeah.
But now at 50, I mean, I honestly... and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just saying along with that physique comes more so of people thinking like there's no way you're 50. But it's not my face because I have aging in my face, but it's because of the body.
The body. Also, though, you got to remember, as a society, we've been sold that we have to look a certain way by this age, and it's ingrained in our brains.
Yeah.
You got to stop comparing people, what they look like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s at 50 compared to what people look like 50 now in 2026.
Yeah.
Way different era. With the introduction of peptides, certain creams that work for you guys, HRT, TRT to get your hormones correctly. Amazing. Shout out to those amazing doctors out there that could do magic with women's faces these days and get rid of your neck wrinkles and everything.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I mean, Kris Jenner, look at her.
I know.
Go look at, what is she, how old?
70.
That lady does not look 70 years old.
She doesn't. And she dresses cute and she's fit.
She probably
and
looks
she's all
what?
the things.
Yeah, what does she probably look like, honestly, her age? 50?
I think she looks like she's in her 50s.
50s? I don't know what her body looks like. I don't know.
It's good. She's fit. She gets up at 5 a.m. every morning and works out.
She's fit, lean?
Yeah.
So she could rock a bikini, no problem.
I'm sure she could, yeah.
And she could pull a young guy if she wanted to, easily
she
in her
does.
40s. Oh, that's right.
He's 40. He's in his 40s. He's in his 40s. He's like 25 years younger than her.
How much?
Like 25
and
or
it doesn't
30
look
years.
awkward.
30 years, I think.
And it doesn't look awkward. That's
I don't think so.
crazy.
I think he's 40 and she's 70.
She should go out there and be like, look, I'm changing the game, ladies. Look at
Yeah.
me. I get it. She has a lot of money. So people will come, well, she has money to, yes, she does
Sure.
have money to do that plastic surgery. She has but her body, she still has to get up
But
at
here,
work.
think about this though. And this could be controversial, whatever, I don't care. The status symbols of yesteryear, cars, purses, those things cost money.
They do.
People
True.
end up with them though.
You're right.
People end up they end up with the purse and the car somehow. They make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
They need to apply that same tenacity towards this status symbol, the body.
To your temple.
Yeah.
This is your business. Mm-hmm. Not that business. This is your this is your business.
It does cost money.
Yeah.
It costs money in skincare, maybe some treatments.
Mm-hmm.
It costs money in your wardrobe, staying on top of style, taking care of your nails, getting a pedicure, makeup, hair extensions.
That's true.
Getting your hair.
Botox.
It costs a lot of money.
You're right.
It's not
ain't.
effortless and free. It also takes a lot. It's a lot of, not just that, but a lot of work. It's a lot of effort. You can't just pay it away because no amount of liposuction or plastic surgery will give you the physique that's the fit physique. Those etched abs look ridiculous. Have you seen the women who get the etched abs?
Stupid.
But you can tell they don't have a low enough body fat to have the etched abs.
Yeah.
They look horrendous. And so that is just like, you can tell. So you can't buy it necessarily. You can use money to enhance that physique, because if you have a nice body and then you get a little nip tuck and you get your, you have a little style makeover, get a cute wardrobe. It doesn't have to be expensive or designer. It's just learn how to dress for your body. It's what I talk about on my YouTube channel, right? It's the midlife glow up. It's not just about nutrition and exercise. It's a whole glow up from the ground up. It's doing things and evolving with what's going to work best for you. I recently, part of my beauty routine used to be fake eyelashes, but I stopped doing that because I actually felt like they were starting to make my eyes look too heavy. And maybe they look better when you're younger because you don't have to worry about that. But when you get older, it makes you look a little older. And so I thought, I'm going to stop doing that. And because I feel like, I was ready to stop doing that. But I still do a lot of other things. I get my nails done. I do my skincare every night. I sleep. I drink water. I get my hair done. Look, I got my hair done while I was here. I spent a lot of money on that stuff.
It's not cheap.
No.
But we spend money on useless shit too, on a lot of stuff. People say they can't afford coaching, but they got $2,000 iPhones. And they always get the latest and greatest. It's like, I can't afford coaching. But somehow when that new iPhone comes out, the next one's going to be the 18 Pro Max. You're going to be all about it and get it. You find ways to do it.
You find ways. You
get those nice purses, or you can't sacrifice one to go better yourself.
Yeah, you spent $3,000 on that Louis Vuitton purse.
You didn't hesitate one bit. But you can't.
But you're not paying attention to what's carrying the purse.
Yes. You're the most important person, not your items. Those items mean nothing.
Yeah.
They'll accentuate, actually, those items. You'll accentuate those items by looking better.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, you'll look better coming out of that nice, beautiful Mercedes-Benz or G-Wagon, whatever car you drive.
Yeah.
Just be a Honda. You'll look better. You'll feel better. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Those jeans will look better on you. They don't have to be expensive jeans.
No.
Your outfit will look better.
No, it's so funny actually, because I saw someone I follow, someone said, "Oh my God, I love your outfit. It is the most adorable. I need to know where you got it." It was a white, like, tank top, ribbed tank top, and a pair of cute jeans, but cute jeans. And she said, "It's not the outfit, sweetheart. It's the physique. Because this same white tank top and jeans on someone who's 40 pounds heavier, you're not going to give her that compliment.
No.
This is nothing special. No. It's because if you have the physique, you make the outfit. The outfit doesn't make you. It's not about the outfit. In fact, I find that when you have a nice physique, you do scale back on the makeup. You go more on natural a little bit. You don't feel the need to do so much. You don't have the long, crazy nails. You kind of scale back.
Less
because
is better.
The body does the talking.
And let me tell you something. This is what I always said. As a man, going to the club in my 20s, we never gave a shit of what brand of heels, as long as they're sexy looking heels on a woman. We didn't care if you spent $20 or $1,000. It didn't matter. We didn't care if you bought that dress from fucking
Forever 21.
Forever 21, or you went to that what is that expensive
BB.
place or whatever. Yeah, we didn't care. We don't care if it's a $20 dress.
Could care less.
Or it's a $300 dress.
Yeah.
We give a shit.
That's so true.
We cared about how you looked. Like, were you sexy? Were you attractive? How was your energy? How did you look in that dress?
Sometimes, I know that the times in my life that I wasn't as happy with my physique, I would double down. I wore more makeup. I spent more money on shoes. I would have the nicest purses. Now I walk around with my Coach bag and no eyelashes done and en natural a lot of times, no makeup even at all. Because you have to do less when you've invested in your physique. I
noticed that. That's so true.
You know
say
what I
that.
mean?
Oh my goodness, I've seen it.
At the nail salon.
Oh, some of these ladies I don't want to
spend $200 at the nail salon.
No problem.
No problem.
But I'm like, man, girls, if you just concentrate on you, invest time in yourself, hire a coach or mentor to teach you to get to the other side, that's a decision you will not regret.
No.
But you won't hesitate to come get your nails done every 2 to 3 weeks to spend $200 like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever time, however many times you come.
And a lot of makeup for some reason.
They over.
Yeah.
I hate to say
more
this.
makeup.
Don't come from me, but I hate to say this on the larger women. Always overdo it on the makeup. I had a client like that.
No, but I get it.
Always.
I get it, because
Too
I
much
think I did
caked
that
on.
too, because I felt like I would focus on the things that I felt were within my control. So when I wasn't feeling my best, I would buy shoes and makeup,
Yeah.
because shoes always fit, and then makeup, you go, oh, I'm just gonna wear extra makeup. And I know that I just remember every time in my life where I felt like I gained a few pounds or whatever, I would always go heavier on them and focus on like trying to do the best makeup instead. And now I feel like when you've put in the work on your physique and you feel confident and good there, you let up on the other things. You go more, a little more natural. I feel like I've even in my makeup, I've gone more regularly, go real light
Yeah.
on my makeup.
Yeah. You don't need to go overkill.
No, but I do feel like, and so I'm not judging when I say I see it, because I used to do it, so it's easy for me to spot.
Yeah.
But you overcompensate. Go get your nails done. I had the crazy long nails, the crazy jewel. Back in the day, there was a trend where you would pierce your
Oh, I know.
pinky.
I remember that. I've seen girls doing that.
With the jewel,
Yeah.
the jewel on your pinky.
Now it's crazy ass long nails.
Crazy nails,
Like,
or
How can they function like that?
yeah, and you think like
It's overkill on the makeup. Too much.
yeah, and so you kind of scale back in weird ways. Like I love cute outfits and dressing for my style, but I'm also much more conservative in like, I'm not going to spend $300 on a pair of jeans. No freaking way. Now I'm like perfectly happy with my $50 Quince jeans all day, every day. I love like my Coach bag. Like before, it's like, no, I had to have the Louis Vuitton because those were the status symbols, right? I had to have the Louis Vuitton. I had to have the designer jeans, the red bottoms.
Yeah. The red
Now,
bottoms.
None of that.
$1,000 Louboutins.
I much rather spend that money on peptides and invest in my body, invest in my internal health, invest in my skin. You know, self-care.
That's more important. Right
Self-care. If I have all these buckets of what's the most important, what's got to go, it's the material things got to go. Self-care's at the top. The top of the list is getting my hair done, getting my nails done, skincare. And then you can be resourceful with the outfits and the shoes and stuff, because you could still look super cute. Because let me tell you, when you've invested in that status symbol as your physique, the outfit that looks the best is the simple one. The white tee and the cute jeans, the $50 Quince jeans look the best.
Yeah.
It's not because of the jeans, and it's not because of the white t-shirt. It's because of what you've put the work in your physique. Less is more when you've put that work in. You're not trying to overcompensate. You're not trying to cover anything up. So it's like.
And you're right. I used to overcompensate too when I was on the heavier side. I was all Gucci'd out, Gucci jackets, jewelry.
Where's my Gucci? My Gucci sweater.
My fancy shoes.
Yeah.
My loafers.
Yep.
Louis Vuitton or Gucci loafers, alligator, snakeskin, whatever they had. You're so right. Men do it too, in different ways. Now I'm simple: jeans, t-shirt, tennis shoes. I don't care.
Yeah, and I find and I do dress real simple.
Little button up, easy. Make it simple. I don't need a bunch of ice on my wrist anymore. I don't need a blingy watch. Still got one, but I don't need it. I don't need to wear it.
I know. I have some nice things that I preserved when I was kind of going through my purging of all that stuff. I have some nice things that I kept, but I don't crave new ones. I have enough. I'm so much more content with the simple things.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Because this is what matters.
Yeah.
This is the most fucking important thing that matters is this, you. This is the best investment on earth. Nothing else. Not your business. That's important. Don't get me wrong, pays the food on the table. But it's you. At the end of the day, your best self. You show up for your best self. You feel good, look good. And then that energy transfers onto your partner. You give them your best self.
Not only your partner, anybody that surrounds you.
Your kids.
They love it. They go, oh my God, you have the best energy. You have great energy.
You also set example for your kids.
Yeah.
You set example for your friends, family. They start
100%.
like, whoa. Even if they get triggered and bothered after a while, they're like, how? So that's what you should be asking. How? Not why. How? How did you achieve that? How did you get that body? What are you doing?
Anybody that tries to discount it or say like, oh, that can't be healthy or whatever, just ignore them. They're just
nah.
They need to listen to this podcast, a lot of the episodes.
Yeah.
Because they have no self-belief.
Nope.
They have making excuses.
Yeah.
They're doing all the things. They need to listen to some episodes. Give them the link. Someone, give them the link to our podcast.
Yeah. They have their book in their back pocket with what excuse am I going to use today?
Yeah, because someone made a comment on one of my posts saying like 113 pounds, that's so unhealthy. So just the number on that number that you happen to know, you just you just boom, deem it, put it on the wall, put a pin in it, put it on the cork board. It's unhealthy. 113 pounds. You know nothing about me.
Yeah.
You don't know my
Blood
lab
markers?
work. You
Nope.
don't know my height even.
Nope.
You don't know my body fat
I was
percentage, how
gonna
much
say
lean
that.
body mass
They
I
don't.
have.
They don't know. Yep.
You don't know my supplement routine, my workout routine, my step routine, my sleep. I sleep 8-9 hours a night. Like I do lots of things. I don't
Yeah.
drink alcohol. I don't smoke. But my weight,
But the weight.
that number is
That number.
unhealthy
Because it makes you feel uncomfortable.
because it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Because you're nowhere near that number. So because you're on that number, and you want to be at that number deep down, but you can't get to that number because you have a block mentally put in your head, like, no, that could never be me, or no way I'd want that.
or it's unhealthy for
Or it's
whatever
unhealthy.
reason.
But you don't know how.
And it might be for you, but it depends on so many other factors, right? In your what your status is. But the funny thing is that person knew nothing about me and still just deemed it unhealthy. But you don't come across someone's page who's doing a mukbang challenge eating pizza and say that it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, all those people who are 400 plus pounds, I see them, dudes, women who are they look like they're ready to have a heart attack, roll over
they're
and die.
eating
But
their
you don't say they're
social
unhealthy.
media.
You don't say nothing about their weight. Oh, because you don't want to be mean. You don't want to hurt their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But you could say it to the other person who's in shape, fit, and whatnot. You can, that's what gets to me a little bit.
It does. It's a double standard.
It's a double standard. That needs to stop.
It is, but I have to say,
And called out.
So when I did come across that's kind of trending for 2026, and trends come and go, but I'm happy to see for once that a physique, a healthy fit physique, is the new status symbol. I thought that's kind of nice. I think I'm finally for once ahead of the game and actually on trend, because I typically don't try to be on trend. So I was kind of, we'll see what comes of it, but that's what kind of is being put out. Wellness is trending as well. Like just taking care of yourself, investing in yourself, it is all trending, which is good. I love it because that is the stuff, like I said, when you're making those lists of where you're going to spend your money, apply it on the self-care side. The material stuff, you won't need that when you invest in yourself because all of that stuff won't matter anymore. You could go super simple and basic and still stand out,
That's so true.
right? All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next one.
See you.